Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Barberville, Florida, to the world's fastest half mile at Volusia Speedway Park. The track has been resurfaced now, the grandstands are empty, and all of the car haulers are gone from the pits. But earlier tonight, an epic battle took place. On the pole tonight was Frank Gonzalez in the 4D machine. Outside him in the number 7 was Seth Castle. In the third spot was John Gardner in the number 34 Papa John's machine. In fourth place in the Hoosier machine was Gary Chaplin, number 4. Fifth place was Aaron Smith in the 052 Harley-Davidson sponsored vehicle. In sixth place was Sammy Haycock, the Trash Panda Mafia driver in the number 57 car. In seventh place was Mark Bradshaw in the number 26 Blue Green Racing's Flyer. In eighth place was the number 111 of John Kuntz. In the ninth place was Brian Ezel in the number 45 machine, and rounding out the field in 10th place was David Beatty in the number 16 Jack Daniels machine. They're getting ready to take the green flag. This pace truck driver is signaled. He's going in this time. The flashing lights are off. He drops in. Frankie Gonzalez is in the accelerator. The race has begun, ladies and gentlemen. 35 laps of racing. It appears everyone makes it through turn 1 okay. Seth Castle and John Gardner contending for the second place position. John Gardner up front, Seth Castle taps him in the back, and Frankie Gonzalez is out in clean air in the front early on. Now we see Aaron Smith taking advantage of the battle between Castle and Gardner. Aaron has moved up into the third spot. Seth Castle tapped him to let him know that he didn't appreciate that. Oh, Seth got into the wall and lost 2 more positions. 1 more. Sammy Haycock made it by as well in the 5.7 machine. Now Sammy Haycock is working on Aaron Smith and trying to take that position as well. And he's done it. He is in front of Aaron Smith now. Frank Gonzalez is still out in front riding in clean air. He's got to like that. Saves on the tear-offs. Papa John is in second place. Aaron Smith third. Oh, Aaron Smith is now in fourth place, and Sammy Haycock is in third. Seth Castle's riding in fifth place at this point. We see the back of John Gardner's car there. The little love tap maybe giving some sheet metal, nothing a rubber hammer can't fix. Mark Bradshaw. Seth Castle's past Mark Bradshaw now. Frankie Gonzalez is new to this series, and this is his first race with us, but he is one of the Mud Ducks. And if you follow dirt track racing, you know who the Mud Ducks are. Sammy Haycock, working on third spot, is with the Trash Panda Mafia, another high-profile driver. John Gardner's not having any of that. He's going to hang on to that second spot while he tries to reel in the first place. Sammy Haycock trying to find a fast line around the bottom there. John Gardner's keeping pace. John Gardner's gaining pace on the corners, on the entry. Haycock seems to have a better exit. And David Beatty is back there trying to find a groove that he can ride in comfortably. Mark Bradshaw is trying to overtake John Kuntz in the 111 machine, and John's not going to have any of that. And Mark's going to let him have some anyway. And then we see Gary Chaplin and Brian Ezel rounding out the field. And here we see coming in the same spot the leader within sight of the tail of the pack. He is almost as close to the end of the pack as he is to the second place spot. We see Gary Chaplin there finding the moisture in that dirt for that right rear wheel to get that speed, keep the momentum up. You'll see these drivers all do that. You got to keep the tires where they'll grab some dirt and move forward. You got to have that forward bite. The entry into the turns is different for all the cars, but the result is the same. Drift, slide, power, drift, and go. Sammy Haycock is putting a little more space between him and the 34 car. Meanwhile, Frankie Gonzalez in the 4D machine is enjoying the clean air and the clean tear-offs. Frankie Gonzalez has led every lap of this race so far. John Gardner found something. He's catching up to Sammy Haycock. Seth Castle and Aaron Smith are still fighting for that fourth position, excuse me. Oh, Seth gets turned, he recovers. He recovers. Oh, he's going wild. And Sammy Haycock is making some time down on the bottom now. He's found a fast spot. He's going back after the first spot, and he's put some more space between him and the third position. It looks pretty smooth when you're watching from the grandstand, but when you're in the car, you can see there's a lot going on. These guys don't need a day at the gym. This is a day at the gym. Looks like Brian Ezel's going to the grocery store there. And Frankie Gonzalez is about to lap Brian Ezel. The first car in lap traffic, Brian bumps the wall, but he recovers okay. Sammy Haycock appreciates the lap traffic factor, gives him a better chance. Everybody's taking advantage of the leader being slowed down. Oh, Seth Castle bumps the back just slightly. Oh, Seth Castle goes around. He stops on the lower part of the turn. That's going to bring out a yellow flag. And it does. There's the yellow flag. Seth Castle's trying to stay ahead of the pace vehicle now because Blue Groove Racing League races do not give waiver rounds. You got to be on your toes. We're lining up on the 17th lap now, and we're going to take a commercial break for one of the sponsors of our series, the writers and players of our theme song, Barbed Wire.
There's nothing to fear here.
We're back with our race, and through the magic of television, it's still the 17th lap, the same spot on the track where we led. Our racers are lining up now in single file. Yellow flag laps do count in this series, so they want to bunch up quickly and not burn the race up under a yellow flag. David Beatty crossing back and forth in front of Seth Castle there. We're still under the race control has told the drivers to bunch up drivers. Let's get this thing back underway. It looks like David Beatty plans to make a charge on the bottom side there. And the green flag is out. Frank Gonzalez takes the green flag. On the restart, oh, David Beatty's gone wide. Seth Castle's into it. Oh, and now Gary Chaplin has hit him, taking both cars out. Oh, is that going to be a yellow? Yes, that's going to be a yellow flag. The later part of this race is ridden with caution. The restart will be single file this time, ladies and gentlemen. Subsequent restarts will be single file after a double file restart results in a yellow. The drivers all getting into position for what will be a 10-lap dash to the finish by the time the green flag comes out again. The pace truck has indicated one more round. The starter's indicated one more round. And that's if they bunch up. It appears that half the field think this is going to be a double file restart. They may have missed a driver's meeting. Frankie Gonzalez probably likes that. His car seems to like it out front. No dirt on the front of that car at all. Oh, and for the first time in the race, someone finally touched his car. Sammy Haycock rubbed his bumper a little bit. And the green flag is out, and we're off for an 11 lap. Now a 10-lap dash to the finish. Oh, John Gardner into defense, no harm, no foul. Sammy Haycock is inching up to the back bumper of Frank Gonzalez. Mud Duck versus Trash Panda. Who will win? John Gardner's going to get it there, and he's going to win, is what he says. Meanwhile, Frankie Gonzalez continues to enjoy the clean air. Oh, Seth Castle in the back of Mark Bradshaw. Doesn't seem to cause much damage. He's trying to come around on the outside. He just let them know he was going to be passing him. Mark Bradshaw is not going to be so neighborly. Oh, Seth Castle trying to come around the back, and Aaron Smith went a little wide. Seth Castle hit the wall. It looked like some sparks flew that time. He may have gotten a flat tire out of that or some wheel damage. Yes, it appears that Seth Castle has gone into the pits. That's going to put him too far down to make any difference in this race. Meanwhile, Mark Bradshaw continues to work on Aaron Smith. John Gardner is trying to reel in Sammy Haycock, and Sammy Haycock is trying to reel in Frankie Gonzalez. John Coos is just trying to reel in somebody back there. Frankie Gonzalez continues to ride in the clean air, enjoying the clean view. If you're not the lead dog, the view never changes. Sammy Haycock wants to get a look at that view. He still hasn't given up with only 3 laps left to go. Mark Bradshaw is bearing down on the back of Aaron Smith. Sammy Haycock on the back of Frank Gonzalez. The battles have been continuous on this track and all over the track. Frankie Gonzalez continues to eke out that moisture in the edge of the track there, launching his car down the straightaway, entering effortlessly into the next turn. He's given a real clinic tonight here, ladies and gentlemen. John Kuntz is still bearing down. Gary Chaplin, Brian Ezell, everybody's still at it. And here comes Frank Gonzalez, followed by Sammy Haycock in second position, John Gardner in the third spot, Aaron Smith in the fourth position, and in the fifth position, Mark Bradshaw.